Welcome to The Push. My name's STEVEMACHINECURRAN.
And I'm KEVBIGDADDYALLWOOD.
Yes, you are.
We are. Episode 54?
54. I don't know why I do that.
I don't know why you do it either.
You know why it is? Because I have a good command over numbers.
No, you're number dyslexic. So I don't
Is that
even
a
know
thing?
why you attempt it.
Can you be number dyslexic?
Numeral slexic? I don't know.
Do you think what's the dyslexism?
Dyslexia?
Dyslexia is the thing, really?
Yeah, but that's words.
Yeah, I know that. But do you know anyone that actually suffers from it, or are they just dumb?
Yeah, no, there are people. Dyslexic people. They can't really compose sentences properly.
No. Do you know? So
write them. They can't write them, I don't think.
No, or read them.
Yeah, well, that's illiteracy.
I think you can be dyslexic and still have a command of literature.
Yeah,
I think my brother's dyslexic. He might just be
You're
dumb.
asking me if I know anybody who's dyslexic, and your own brother's dyslexic.
Well, who knows? Like he just didn't go to school very much, and so it might have been that.
So he didn't learn.
No, he used to. I told you before. He used to wear his school uniform to bed, so he gets an extra 10 minutes sleep in the morning. And then he blamed it all on his teachers later.
Blamed what on his teachers?
The fact that he's dumb. Do you ever have loose jocks that I struggle with my jock situation.
That's when you got to throw them out. Mate.
Yeah, look, it's happened again.
No, look, you don't have to show.
I can't see them, but I've got these bonds.
You got to stand up on a step, mate, so people can see. Don't you fuck up.
And
the
they're
whole
getting all
technology.
loose. They're getting all loose, and I can't. Do you wear boxers or jocks?
I wear the ones that look like short leg bike shorts, kind of.
Oh,
They've got a bit of leg on them, but they're not boxers.
So I can't have my shit flopping around. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling.
There's not much flopping happening, Steve. How much flopping is happening?
Oh, there's just
a little peanut going like this, isn't it? Flopping around.
Two cashews. No, I feel exposed. Like when we were training today.
No, but a pair of, I think they call them, when girls wear them, they're called boy legs, right?
Boy legs.
Yeah,
See,
the tight fitting.
Here you go with women's underwear again.
The tight fitting.
Last week it was fishnets with a hole cut out for your dick.
I never said fishnets, I just said stockings.
Oh, okay.
You haven't put that clip up yet, have you?
No, I haven't had time. I've been very busy. Watch the
fitting.
whole episode 53. It has some, especially near the end, has some very funny bits.
They're form fitting, but they got a little bit of leg on them.
All right, and they're called
I don't know what the fuck they're called.
boy leggings.
No, they're just
and they're for
called-
women.
No, they're not for women. But when women's underwear extend their briefs down to have a little bit of leg around the thigh, they call them boy leg.
I've never heard that term. Anyway, so my jocks are loose. I usually buy Calvin Klein's. They're a bit more expensive, but they're quite sturdy in their manufacturing. Bonds, put it away. What do you got on?
Diesel.
They must be expensive, are they? Oh, they're probably knockoffs from Thailand.
Probably.
Probably are. Yeah, I don't know. So I tend to I like feeling secure, especially on leg day. I like to have things strapped in.
Yes.
And I noticed I had holes in my shorts today, and so every time I went into a squat, my testicles, now that they're man size, were sort of poking through the squat.
Were they really? And I was spotting you.
You were.
How disgusting.
How did you not notice that? Yeah, I guess you weren't looking at my crotch when I was
No, I'd need like magnifying glasses to see that.
No, I'm quite happy with their is hypertrophy. I guess if they were atrophying before, are they hypertrophied now? Because they've grown.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with the size of them now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look like a little walnut down there?
No, they're quite. There's a
full
weighty.
Have you weighed them?
No,
you should have. You should have weighed them before, and then you can weigh them again now, and you can get the before and after.
The thing is, of course, as well. I don't know if you know this about steroids. Steroids make you ejaculate less. Did you know that?
Oh, less volume.
Less volume.
Oh, I did
less
not know
volume
that.
Projection. Basically, they just
Dry you up.
Dry you up.
Really? But you're horny.
Yeah, that's the irony of it.
So you don't have much. Do you feel a full orgasm?
You do, yeah, you do, but it's not as voluminous.
Yeah, so the visual isn't as much,
There's not much visual.
No.
But so I'm enjoying that aspect, returning to my sex life.
The volume of your ejaculate.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure the listeners are pleased to hear that.
Just wish I had someone to share it with. Yeah. I'm not sure how Gab feels about it.
We've got two cameras. We've got this camera.
Yeah, we've got this one, and we've got this one here.
And we've got this one over here.
See, we're taking it to another level. And we've actually got a tripod as well.
That is high-tech shit.
Fucking hell. I don't know what we're going to do next. Who knows what will happen next? Multi-screen, multi-viewer. We might even get a couple more listeners.
We have, actually. We've got
really?
Michael Plunkett and someone
Michael
called...
Plunkett. I went to school. Did I go to school? I think I went to school with him.
And Body Painter.
Body Painter. Is that a man or a woman?
I don't know. But they've subscribed, which is great.
It is great. Thank you, guys. And it probably because they're probably running rough in their life and they realise that they need some life lessons from us.
That's right. Which brings us to Live Your Best Life.
That's right.
Our only specialist segment of the push.
I've actually got a new one as
Have
well.
you?
But
Awesome.
Let's focus on living your best life.
All right,
What's
start.
yours one, Kev?
I'll start. I've got a couple, actually.
Okay.
So, in the morning,
I've got a morning one as well.
you should definitely...
have a wank.
That's optional.
Yeah.
But you should definitely take your shit before you have your shower. You try and do that shit the other way around, it's pretty much right off your whole day.
Really?
Yeah, if you take a shower and then you have to shit after that, you kind of just...
So you want to defecate and then
completely wash
clean your bottom.
everything. Yeah, you wipe yourself clean.
Sure.
But then if you have a shower afterwards, you are spick and span.
Yeah, that's true.
Sparkling clean.
Okay.
That's my first
Do
tip.
do you have control over that though?
When I used to have to urgently go for a shit.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to episode 53 on that to really get a 52 maybe.
Yeah.
On Kevin's morning diarrhea problem.
It's gone though.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. That's because he's blacked up with all the meat back in his butthole. In his colon. Carnivore.
I've added
digress.
I've added some vegetable into my diet.
Into your butt. Yeah.
Cucumbers, carrots, broccoli.
Yeah, they're still there. Or... Okay, so let's move back to the showering.
That's it. Shit before you shower. That's a good life tip.
Hashtag
right
shit before you shower. See, that wouldn't look. It's funny you mention that because my living your best life tip segues nicely from yours because I'm a big believer, as you know, and a big advocate for cold showers in the morning.
Yes.
Bracing cold showers in the morning.
Yes. And I find the cold isn't cold enough in the shower.
It is if you have it outside. So every morning, and this is a serious tip because I genuinely, can be life-changing for people.
Maybe I should get under the hose out the backyard.
Yeah. If you can set up you're a man with handy
I'm
hands.
not adding a shower to a place where I'm renting.
You've changed the whole house. Seriously, you could set up
I suppose I could.
You could set up I guarantee
a cold tap
from the kitchen. The bathroom's already the toilet's already there.
Yeah, or the laundry.
Just connect it to the toilet.
You got to connect it to a pipe in the wall.
All right, okay. I know.
So copper pipes, but I could do that.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We had the discussion about because it was is copper a good conductor of electricity? I asked you that once.
Oh, did we?
It's the conductor of electricity, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I've got copper piping outside there.
Yes.
Yeah. And I always think if I'm having a shower in the
lightning storm,
am I going to get zapped?
Well, it'll probably attract the
copper.
lightning.
So as long as I'm not hanging on to the copper, I should be all right.
Yeah. Do you swing off it when you're having a shower?
No, but I do push-ups in the cold water on the ground. We talked about that.
But there's no copper piping down there. It just comes out of the wall, right?
Just my pipe. but
it's more like a pipe cleaner.
I'm getting ahead.
Pipe cleaner.
I'm getting ahead of myself. So I really believe, like as you know, most people wake up in a bad mood, or just if tired. Look, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. at the moment. It's fucking tough to get up that early, right? And what I try to avoid is thinking at all. It's pretty easy for me. Thinking at all until I get down. I sort of stumble downstairs, go outside, cold shower, under the stars, turn the cold water on, and I'm hit with...
Do you take it in the face straight away?
Yeah, take a big spray in the face.
So so that sort of sets your day for how your day's going to go.
Seriously, because I
a spray in the face.
So you immediately get taken out of your whatever funk you're in, or you're feeling a bit sorry for yourself. You have to get up.
Jolt.
It's a jolt.
It is. Yes.
And they've... So not only that, apparently this like cold shock therapy is a thing whereby it's actually good for your health, your immune system. And I don't know if it's a combination of you're not using supplements anymore, but in the nearly year and a half I've been doing that, and cold showers and swimming in the cold ocean, I haven't had any flus or colds.
Oh, I think the cold water definitely assists in your health. Yeah. I used to do it on the regular. Yeah. I haven't done it for a while, actually, to be honest. But
I think you should set up a shower. I think that's a great idea.
How many minutes do you think you go under the cold for?
So my process is...
Two,
yeah, for sure. So turn it on, make out, usually yell. So, and then... wash myself.
Yell because it's
just fucking cold.
Yeah.
Especially when it was like about a month or so ago in the middle of winter, it was 8 or 9 degrees. And so the water was pretty cold. And if you want to see the cold shower in action, if you go to my Instagram, it's on the highlights on the front of my Instagram.
That would be a highlight for people to see you showering.
For sure. Steve. So I wash myself fully, then I drop to the floor.
Do you use your hands on your body to kind of warm yourself up from the cold, or you just take it like a man?
No, I do lather myself up
with soap.
It's actually, I use a thing called it's by Dermavine. It's called an oil base. It's like not soap based soap, and I use that. And
I've read some stuff about having cold showers in the morning to improve your health, and the person who wrote it, the author, kind of eases people into it. Like it says, it's going to be tough to handle at first, so he doesn't recommend your head to begin with, just your body.
Really?
Also recommends using your hands to rub yourself, which allows you to get used to that cold, and then eventually you'll grow out of that. You won't need to do that, and you'll be able to go in straight to the head like you do. But I think, do you do any of that? Or
no,
fuck
all that.
Right.
Go home and go home.
You've been doing it for years, though.
I've been doing it for a long time. I used
I
used to actually have a hot shower and then run it cold at the end. But I think having
That's cheating, right?
Is cheating,
yes.
The hot shower makes you sleepy.
But then if you crank it hotter and hotter and hotter, and then completely hot off and straight into cold, that's I used to do that quite often. But I think the cold shower straight up is
it's great. So I finish my routine, and I generally 9 times out of 10 feel great about taking on the day. Like I feel amped up. Have my coffee brewing on the stove, and I feel really grateful. Like I feel really good. Even if I haven't had the best sleep, it's a good way to start the day. So my living your best life, the push tip is to don't be a pussy, just get under the cold shower. Even if you haven't got one outside, do it inside and feel the joy.
It's actually a good tip, Steve.
Thanks, mate.
The cold shower.
Yeah. Now, having said that, going on from your tip, I do then sometimes have to go to the toilet because the caffeine kicks in, and then do I have to have another shower then? I do. I don't want to. I do like having a clean butthole.
Yeah, I think most people do. My babies do.
I think some people just are fucking disgusting.
My babies, like I've got a 3-week-old son. He doesn't really like having shit all over his balls and his.
Oh, I remember those days. Not personally.
Remember shit all over your balls? Shit everywhere. Oh, with a daughter, it's different, right?
It's not good.
Gets in all the creases
and that does. Yeah.
No, I know. I remember that too. You got to wipe it down and away.
Oh, you do.
Yes.
You learn that early.
But with a boy, and I've had 4 of them, you just wipe in any direction.
You can hose them off and they're good to go.
You got to get all that shit away from the balls and the creases.
Sure. Foreskin if they have one.
Yeah, not much is getting in the foreskin at that age though.
True. Are they all getting circumcised? I think we had discussed them, didn't we?
My 2 older boys just had birthdays. They're now 13.
I think they just had circumcisions at
13 and 11.
13 and 11.
They were both circumcised when they were about 1 year old.
Right.
and my 2 youngest boys have not yet been circumcised,
Right.
but their mother wants them to become circumcised. So you know,
What for what reason? Aesthetics or?
I think mainly aesthetics, because everyone else in the family is. Me and my other 2 boys. I
don't think I'd do it now.
I was all for it with my first 2 boys.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, if we didn't get the other 2 done, I wouldn't really worry about it.
Yeah, I think it's a bit barbaric, to be honest. It's not necessary.
Yeah. It's not necessary.
No.
There's people debate about this shit all the time.
Yeah. So what?
They debate about it in mothers groups on social media.
Yeah,
they debate it when they're going to have a baby boy. You know.
Yeah.
Some people are for it. Some are against it. My partner's one of her cousins. He had to get his done at about 12 years old. He had to be done at 12 due to medical reasons.
Well, I did as well.
There was problems, yeah.
I did mine at about, I think, 2. I think I've told this story before, but it was really painful. I don't know.
Painful to urinate.
The foreskin was too tight.
Yeah.
And
couldn't stretch that shit.
No, not with the size of my member.
Couldn't you have put it on? You know those machines where they change your tires at the car shop, where they put the wheel on the thing and then they crank it round and round and the tire comes off.
We tried that.
With the tip of your knob.
We tried that with the machine wasn't good enough.
Right.
So I got it done. I don't know if the memories are mine or they're being told to me by my parents.
Probably being told to you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You too. I don't think you remember very much of
No,
it.
but it was traumatic. Apparently, I was in a lot of pain. It got infected afterwards, and my dad had to sit with me in a saltwater bath, hugging me, because I was in so much pain. Isn't that terrible for a kid? I think that's where my trauma started. And it's all been downhill since
your
then.
Proclivity to liking being hugged by a large man in the bath. Right.
That's it. That's what happened. That's the key. That's the key.
That foundation was laid down in your fucking, basically in your DNA from that age.
Right.
That's why you always go back to the being hugged by a large man in the bath, a large naked man in the bath.
Hairy. Dad was quite hairy too.
You're a little plaything for the bear community.
Traumatized. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so a recessive memory that's come back.
Yeah. Maybe I should go into hypnosis to repress memory of circumcision.
Oh, but then it all imagine all that shit that would come out then. Oh yeah, finally come out. Disaster,
or not. So we're talking about because I'm doing quite busy at work. At 5 a.m. starts, 8 p.m. finishes. I'm getting more and more tired, and my eyelids are.
Let go of your eyes and go closer to the screen to
see.
Bullshit.
Anyway,
my eyes are barely open.
Tired. Yeah, that's how I feel.
But that's just the way my eyes are.
So I trained Dr. Tavakoli, the boo man of Australia.
Yes.
And so I'm going to get all it done. I'm going to get everything done.
Everything what?
Frozen. Get my forehead frozen.
Why don't you try and get a whole new face?
No, I don't want a whole new face. I just want a younger one. I want to froze my. I want to get rid of this. This is called a glabella crease.
Really?
Right.
Yeah,
it's called a glabella crease. This is all right. You don't age. And
I don't age.
This is. There's a picture of if you know the story of Dorian.
I'm part vampire.
I was going to know Dorian Gray. You know the story of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde book called the portrait picture of Dorian Gray.
No.
So he makes this deal with the devil, and there's a picture painted of Dorian Gray, who's this young, handsome man about town.
Yes, but like
exactly like you.
In my younger.
Well,
years.
now, right. And he keeps it in the attic, right? No, he keeps it on display first, and
painting. A portrait of
himself, and he goes and does all manner of debauchery at nighttime.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Oh, he has a good time. Over time, though, he notices the painting's changing.
The painting's aging
and becoming more decrepit and debauched.
Yeah, right.
And then he realizes, and then years go by, and the Dorian Gray never ages.
Right.
But the painting is getting wizened and disgusting and decrepit. So he puts the painting in the attic.
Right, but is that what he would have become if he hadn't have made the deal?
Yeah.
Right,
and so the painting, I can't remember how it ends, but it's a great book.
You can't remember how it ends?
Well, it ends badly.
Ah.
It ends badly with, I think, the painting, I think him smashing the painting maybe, and then him become metamorphosizing into the monster. But the thing is, it basically is saying there's no fucking free rides. So he behaves really, really badly, and the painting becomes an image of that badness. Great book, should read it.
Oscar Wilde.
Like the boys.
What?
Like the young men.
He liked the young
Oscar
men.
Wilde, yeah.
Yes.
Like the young men. Got locked up for buggery. That's what
Right.
they called it back then, buggery.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, someone told me a joke, which is really inappropriate. He said, and this is a gay guy, he said, my boyfriend called me a pedophile the other day. And he said, that's a really big word for a 7-year-old. That's terrible, isn't it? Isn't that terrible? That's not my joke, and I'm just retelling it on behalf of someone else.
That's funny.
It is funny though, isn't it? Fucking hell. Pedos are big at the moment.
Are they?
Yeah, kids. So I told you before, I've tried to put Bianca to bed and give her a kiss goodnight. And she says, "Get out of here, you pedo." That's rough, isn't it?
I don't know what if either of my older boys said that to me,
It's from TikTok.
I'd be horrified.
Kick them away.
I wouldn't take it. I'd be like, "What the fuck did you just call me?"
I was like,
and I'd say "fuck" too. What the fuck did you just call me?
I was like, I was very upset. Like I said, that's really inappropriate, and you can't throw those sort of words around.
Not at
No,
people
not
that you
anyone.
fucking care about.
Yeah, well, not anyone.
But
unless it's appropriate.
There are pedophiles out there, and they're very horrible people. Yeah, I mean, you can't be.
It's fucked up.
It's almost as like to call someone that is a pretty nasty thing to say.
Yeah,
like people take offence at that as much as they would take offence at the N-word.
It's very front of mind at the moment in that generation. Like, it's good that kids are aware that there is stranger danger and things like that. But there's, with all this talk of Fuck Island and
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein and things like that, there's obviously some terrible things that have happened. But if you speak to some conspiracy theorists, they're saying that there's this huge big pedophile rings that people like Clintons are involved with, and
judges.
Heather, what's Clinton's wife's name? Fucking hell, I've gone blank. Hillary's involved with, and I don't know. Look,
those stories have been around for many years.
Yeah. The irony is, I'm reading this book that I've told you called The Coddling of the American Mind. And it's basically saying that children are safer than they've ever been.
Right.
The instances of kids being taken or dangerous behaviour and violent crime is lower than it's ever been. And however, us as parents are coddling our kids more than ever. Like, my daughter is scared to go to the corner store.
Oh, shit.
Because she thinks she's going to get
Abducted?
grabbed. Yes.
Wow.
And that's nothing that we've done. That's because she's on TikTok all the same, looking at things like talking about pedos.
Shit.
And the fallout apparently from this is that when you in tertiary education now, that generation, the younger generation, are so scared of. They're living in fear to the point where they need safe spaces, and they're concerned with microaggressions. But this is because they've been brought up in a state of fear that's not actually based in reality.
I used to let my boys go up to the Woolies on the corner when I lived in Newtown.
That's
it's
good.
100-meter
I
walk.
think that's great.
On their own.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
I think so too. I think that the title of that book, that exact thing is definitely happening.
Yeah.
Like wrapping everyone up in
Cotton wool
or
rubber
or leather, PVC,
or all of the above.
Feathers, feather boas.
School goes uniform. Anyway, so I've got another new segment is Gym Fuckery.
Hang on, I've got.
Sorry. I've got another
Live Your Best Life.
Okay.
Oh, but Gym Fuckery, I've got a guy that will contribute every week.
Okay, well,
but it's him being serious.
Okay,
thinking that they're legit exercise.
Go back to
back to Live Your Best Life. I've got another one.
Oh, I think you're talking about a well-respected trainer, aren't you? Are you?
No, I'm not actually.
Okay, that's another one. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I've sent you videos of this guy. He's related to my partner, and he thinks he's a gym expert. He thinks he's a fitness
that's
instructor.
weird. The whole thing's weird. His Instagram's weird.
He is weird. You should see some of the shit.
Is he a bit?
Yes.
He's a bit of a tard.
He's a bit messed up.
Because he's not even in shape.
No, but he thinks he's.
I thought he was actually.
No, you thought he was taking the piss.
Yes.
He's actually legit serious.
Great.
That's
actually really good.
I can show you some more stuff.
Oh, I've got to check it out.
And you'll be just like, your mouth will fall open in disbelief.
I love it. What's your?
He does little dance routines too.
Good. So he should. What's your other
Okay. Here's the live your best life tip, right? When faced with comfort food, just ask yourself, do I want to continue eating like a child or like an athlete?
Yes, that's mine.
This comes from this is a quote of yours, Stephen.
I wonder how many people are going to listen to that.
So let me just say that again.
Yeah.
When faced with comfort food, basically cheating with rubbish, just ask yourself, do I want to continue eating like a child or like an athlete, an elite athlete?
That's right. Or at least a fucking adult.
An adult, adult. You could substitute with adult.
But athlete would be better.
Yes, you said that last week, and I thought I was gonna write, because you wrote that in a group chat, and I was gonna write, there's a life tip, but I thought no, I'll take that and I'll throw it back at you and see if you recognise it. Yes.
Yeah. It's
the original quote from Steve Machine.
That's what it's about, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
You can sit in and what you're going to eat.
Like I was eating before.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna buy some donuts or eat fucking pizza 10 nights out of 20.
Giving into your base cravings, like stuff that a kid would eat or choose to eat if they were just saying, if they were given $50 and say, hey, knock yourself out, go to the store and eat whatever you want.
Actually, that reminds me of a story. In New Zealand, the $50 note is a very similar colour to the $5 note. They're both a kind of an orangey colour.
Okay.
Or they were. They might have changed. And one time my mum pulled out, I scrunched up what she thought was a $5 note out of her purse and gave it to me for lunch. And I took it and I recognised immediately it was a 50, but I said nothing. No. And I took that 50.
Yeah.
And at lunchtime, I went down to the shops from my school.
Yeah,
I would have been 9 or 10.
Just bought a heap of rubbish.
And I bought like a family-sized block of peppermint chocolate. Like it was dark chocolate with mint, like creme de menthe.
A little bit will be all right.
I ate so much of that I cannot eat that now.
Yeah.
I can't eat that flavour of
that.
chocolate. I can't eat a creme de menthe or a mint flavoured chocolate anymore since I was 10 because of that. Because I gave a few squares away to my friends at school, but I ate basically the whole thing. Plus I went to the fish and chip shop, got a single serving of chips, and probably a Coke, and I spent a lot of the 50
on rubbish.
On absolute shit.
People do that.
And I never told my mum that she gave me 50.
Oh, well, she knows now because she's an avid watcher.
I don't know if she is.
So, yeah, that thing about eating like a child or an athlete, because that's how you end up. You end up looking like the fat kid at school.
Yeah.
Or you could look like Ben Johnson.
You know, those people who are fat, really super, super fat, that's years of overeating and eating shit. Like years, decades sometimes.
But there's no one that's morbidly obese that's so far that's joined the Shred Challenge, which we'd obviously be welcoming them with open arms if they do. But we do have people, and including ourselves, we've let ourselves get out of shape. And it's as simple as that. It's about, if you're seeing something that your kids are having, or you've seen something in the store, or you found a chocolate, you don't need to eat it.
Yeah, my kids had birthdays, so there was birthday cake, and there was like chocolate cake with all these lollies and shit on top of it piled up. Yeah. They were right into it, asking for second helpings. I declined.
Good man. What you can do instead is have this amazing drink.
This is actually, if you've not tried the Pepsi Max variety flavours that they have, this mango one is really good.
It's so good.
But I like all of them. I like the vanilla one. I like the
vanilla's good.
There's another one which is it raspberry?
No, it's creaming soda.
Creaming soda.
No,
I don't mind that.
I don't like that one.
It's very sweet. It's already sweet, but it's very sweet.
Can you imagine how carcinogenic the chemicals are
I know.
that are in this to make it this flavour.
At least you're not putting sugar into that body, Steve.
That's right. So look, I might die of cancer, but at least I'm going to look good.
Wow.
So this episode is actually brought to you by Pepsi Max Mango.
Yes.
Now we just need the sponsorship from them.
You just drink from the bottle.
Yeah.
Are you going to drink that whole bottle? Are you going to share it with your family?
Man, like, it's my wife and my daughter. It's all right.
Right. They're basically, yeah.
Gym Fuckery.
Gym Fuckery.
New segment. I had to take a leak in the men's bathroom upstairs the other day. As I was washing my hands,
Oh, God. Yes.
there was a guy standing next to the sinks with his blow dryer, completely naked.
But the gym provides their own hair dryers, right? They're
Yeah,
there
so
flexible.
that's a mistake in itself. Start, especially when you're bored, you don't need them. But he's standing there, just standing there for like, I don't know how long. He was there when I walked into the urinal to pee, and he's just lazily blow drying his entire body.
Yes, was he hairy?
I don't, not particularly. How dry do you need to be after a shower?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he forgot his towel,
No. Oh, good point.
and he thought, "Fuck, my towel." And he was like, "Oh, there's a hairdryer. I can just blow dry my fucking pubes and the rest of my body at
Just
the same
leisurely
time."
blow drying himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. I reckon he had a towel. Then again, but the other thing is, why do you walk around naked in a men's bathroom?
Yeah.
Why do you?
Oh, because do you think he was playing for the other side?
Oh, absolutely.
So maybe he was hoping for a bit. He was
I think so.
It was promo work.
Yeah.
It was advertising.
Yeah.
He was
For
thinking.
sure.
He was thinking, well, maybe there's a chance of some action here if I put it on show, put it on display, even fluff it up a bit with this warm air.
Yeah, would that work?
Then,
I don't think that would get me home.
well, cold shrinks everything,
good
so
point.
warmth should sort of relax everything into a bit more of a
Yeah, engorged state.
better looking.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
So maybe he was just trying to sort of, put it out there that he was there ready for some
Yeah, he was definitely dry.
down and dirty action.
He definitely would have been dry.
Did you give him a nudge and a wink and offer him to come into your toilet cubicle?
No, because I use the urinal. So that's my first gym fuckery moment. Fucking just use a towel like a normal person. I think hair blow drying. Have you noticed this is a real Asian thing as well? Without being racist, well, I'm probably being racist, but Asian guys love blow drying their hair. They like having.
I used to
fluffy...
blow dry my hair when I was like a teenager at school.
Oh, look,
I'd have,
back in
like,
the back in the
It was sort of mullet days, right? It was late 80s.
yeah. Bit of
Right, and it'd be
hairspray.
Yeah, hairspray.
Hairspray.
Fucking hairspray. What a
Fucking ridiculous.
But I'd have
Mousse-
like
mousse,
shorter on
did
the
you have-
side. I'd have
oh,
a
yeah.
bit of the going up in the front.
Yeah, short on the
long at
sides,
the back.
short on the sides, party in the back.
Long at the back. What a fucking what a horrible
We need to post some
hairstyle.
photos. You got photos?
Yeah.
I got photos. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
I had
photos.
high level.
I'll find a school photo if I've got one and send it to you. You can edit it into
we'll do
here.
that.
Yeah. You can put one of yours too.
I got it melted. So I went through a pink phase when I was at school. I was wearing a lot of pink and white.
At school?
I'd wear a pink visor. I had blue-black hair, long hair. I dyed
At
it blue.
school?
Yeah, and I had a pink. And I wonder why I used to get hassled.
Did people think you were like a bit...
They thought me a lot of things.
Did they think you were poof?
Yeah,
up there
especially in North Queensland. I
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
what- that's why
but
I
then
said
I was singing. But then I was singing in bands and getting all the getting some of a portion of the
Right.
girls.
So that put that to rest.
So that balanced that out. But it was also, and then the guys that would used to give me a hard time were like, "Oh, yeah, we might come and see." It's good. Fuck them. Yeah. Stretching in the sled lane. Okay, so upstairs at the gym, there's an area where you can do like a circuit, as you know. You can do. They've got those assault bikes. They've got ropes.
Oh, there's all that. What do they call it?
HIIT stuff, high intensity cardio stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll do like a circuit of that sort of stuff. There's two strips. You see them in most gyms now, like AstroTurf.
Two lanes.
Two lanes of like AstroTurf, whereby you
Push the sled.
push the sled or pull the sled or something like that. There's this couple that they lie down one in each lane and do all their stretching there with their towels and they're on their phone.
Ask them to move.
I have, but they get peeved about it. I'm like, this is not a stretching area.
No, it's not.
And
But they can go upstairs and stretch.
well, I sent them upstairs, but they now what they do is wait till I finish, and then go and lie in the lane. And third one for fucking gym fuckery is grumpy morning people, like clients that want you to train them in the morning but are resentful about it.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Just smash them.
Oh, it's just some people that are peeved.
Yeah, back to the laying in the sled lane. I think any inconsideration in the gym is really uncool. You know, you hog machines, or you leave your plates on the machine.
Yeah, don't clean, or in COVID time, don't clean them.
Don't spray and wipe. Yeah, like anything where you're inconsiderate, it's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
It should be a standard etiquette in the gym.
For sure.
You are considerate to the person that's going to come after you.
Yeah.
Right? It's just,
Yeah.
There are gyms I've trained at where nobody puts the weights away.
Yeah.
All the dumbbells are fucking spread out.
Is that Rockdale?
Yeah, spread out on the floor, mixed up on the thing. I've cancelled that.
Yeah. So a few guys have come from out there, train at City Gym at night time.
And leave their shit.
They're just dickheads.
Yeah,
man. Like
that's right.
they're arrogant, they're juiced up. It's just that they have that standard physique. You know,
Yes.
shoulders and chest, fuck the rest.
Yeah, nothing, no calves.
Nothing, no legs.
Shaved legs though.
Shaved legs with man bags.
Yeah. Over the shoulder.
And
bad
attitude, like just the attitude of what's the word? Entitlement. And don't want to clean the equipment, don't want to put the weights away.
Yeah, no.
And have no idea what they're doing, and yet think they're killing it. It's hilarious to watch.
And they come in packs too.
They can't train by themselves.
No, they've got 3 cousins and a couple of mates.
Yeah. You've got to have BB, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's enough. That's Gym Fuckery, new segment. We'll be adding to that one as well.
Oh, yeah, there's so much.
There's so much.
Yeah. Victoria's had 4 consecutive days of less than 300 cases.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we haven't really mentioned COVID last.
So they're on the mend, but it seems as if it's sort of dropped down a notch.
Because they're on hard lockdown, aren't they?
They are on hard lockdown, and they were getting pushing like 1,000 cases, like they were getting 700 or 800
700,
a day.
Yeah.
So they're 4 days in a row below 300. They hope they've sort of turned a corner.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Any other COVID news? New Zealand, your home country.
New Zealand's got cases.
4.
No, 4, but then 13 the next day or something.
Okay, they're multiplying.
I saw one person's theory who seems to, he claimed he had a good source, that there was a woman who went to see her boyfriend on the sly who was quarantined.
Right, and he had it.
She took it back and spread it to wherever she went after that.
Yeah.
So he reckoned he had that on pretty good authority.
Where did he get it? Where did the boyfriend get it from?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he was returning from overseas or not. Probably a returned overseas person.
Yeah.
That's where all their cases came from until this.
Yeah. I really like the Prime Minister there.
Yeah.
She's really articulate.
She
and
is.
Thoughtful. And just...
She's nice. She's kind.
Yeah, she's not afraid to just...
say it like it is.
Yeah.
I think she had a go at Trump the other day.
Good.
He said something about...
about New Zealand, that's right. He tried to imply that that America was doing better than New Zealand.
I don't know what it was,
madness.
but she basically put him in his place.
Good. I'm reading this book at the moment, actually, now that you mention it. So this is called Too Much and Never Enough, How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man.
Is that him there?
That's him as a young Donald. So this is written by Mary J. Trump, who is Donald Trump's niece.
Right.
So he was her dad, Freddie Trump, was the oldest son.
Right.
So Donald Trump's brother, and he's dead now. He's an alcoholic, and she's a psychologist, and she just tears Trump apart. Trump's trying to stop the book coming out. It's pretty brutal. There's obviously a lot of... the whole family's fucked, really. The whole family's just... but it shows you what just a megalomaniac, sociopath, just idiot Trump is.
Right.
So no surprises there.
Is it interesting?
It is interesting. I find she's a bit petty.
The background to how he was raised and stuff. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
The whole
yeah,
story?
yeah. He was pretty much the golden boy of the whole family. Like lots of brothers and sisters. He was about the second last to be born, and we just basically walked into his role in Trump management.
Right.
Trump management was his father's and I think his grandfather's business. So millions and millions of dollars in business before Donald was ever involved.
Yes.
But he would do things like, he tried to get his friends to cheat on test for him in high school, and then it was. But again, this is
For him, do his exams and stuff.
he was.
Right.
It's obviously very skewed against him.
Yeah.
I almost think it would have been a better read if she just gave the facts, because his behaviour is bad enough without.
Some of it's hearsay. You think just her
and her opinion is just so coloured. They've been all cut out of the will. That side of the family is all cut out of the millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
And
so she's a bit bitter.
Very bitter.
Yeah.
But it's all obviously Trump's an idiot. What is he? I don't know. Do you believe that he is? Trump followers believe that he is. He's always got a long game in mind, and he's playing everyone.
Right.
I don't buy it.
You don't think he's smart? He has to have a certain amount of sense.
I think he's cunning.
Yeah.
I think he's cunning, and he's completely self-centered and self-obsessed.
I think that too. Yes.
And he can't accept being wrong or being told no.
His missus tells him no quite a bit, I think.
Really?
I saw a clip of them walking down the gangway from an aeroplane, and he went to hold her hand.
Yes,
she refused.
Yeah, can't blame her. I think she would be like, "What the fuck? I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to be first lady. I just wanted to I was hoping he was going to die and get lots of money,
and I'd inherit the money." Yeah.
Yeah. Just did this for.
This was the what was the name of that one who married the 73-year-old?
The blonde one.
Yeah, what was her name again?
Oh, we're never going to remember. We both just fried out short-term memory. She was in the Kanye video for She said, I rode a plane. I managed to date outside the family, and I rode a plane. What was her name?
Yeah,
it had a letter in the middle, didn't it? Anyway, we're never going to remember that. Do you know who Carly Murthart is? I'm probably screwing up the pronunciation. Carly Murthart. Okay, so on February 6, 2018, this girl, 19-year-old, after 48 hours without sleep on a meth binge,
yes,
got this thought in her head that to save the world and her own life, she had to gouge out her eyeballs and squish them. So she, in 2018, this 19-year-old girl who was quite pretty and had stunning blue eyes, gouged out her eyes and squished them and blinded herself, while an onlooker tried to stop her from doing it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now, if that isn't a fucking rock bottom, I don't know what is.
Can the eyes still see when they're out of your head?
No, not if they've been squished.
No, before she squished them. Like
probably
pull it out.
If she hadn't snapped the tendons and the optic nerve, it probably would have been salvageable. But she just basically fucked them up and blinded herself. That was in 2018. It's just in the news that she just got 2 prosthetic eyes, and no, she can't see. She's blind. So,
but she's got fake eyes.
She's got fake eyes now. So she's in recovery now, and is apparently very grateful that she's clean and trying to be really positive. And so she had to have multiple surgeries. Firstly, to open up I didn't realize this. Once you gouge your eyes out, you have to actually have surgery to reopen them because they close up. So you're left with a socket that's closed. So you have to open the socket back up and then get the
stuff inside there behind your eyelid.
Yeah,
shuts down.
Yeah, I guess it becomes what's like an open wound then, so it heals.
Right.
So they had to open all that up, put these eyeballs back in, and she said that she's learning Braille and she's reading and she's doing all these sorts of things. But people in recovery, they talk about you have to reach rock bottom before you're actually able to surrender. But fuck that for a rock bottom. Isn't that heavy?
Yeah, especially that
Poor
she
girl.
did it herself.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Don't smoke crack.
How long has she been awake for to sort of
2 days, 48 hours.
Hallucinate and think that was the the solution
Yeah,
to
yeah.
something.
2 days. That doesn't seem long. Doesn't
2
seem
days?
Long. Yeah.
That's a bit extreme. You used to do 2 days on fucking
The dance floor at Arc.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, pretty scary stuff, man.
Speaking of eyesight, right?
Yeah.
My sister, who subscribes to this channel,
Yeah.
she likes our show.
Yeah. Jacinta.
Yeah,
Jacinda.
She's had eye problems, since she was a little girl.
Yeah,
and
macular degeneration, yeah?
that's right.
Yeah, we talked about it last month.
Yeah, it's actually a condition called Stargardt's or something like that.
Right.
I can't remember the exact.
Because it's a specific condition.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Anyway, she went to an optometrist last week, and they put this pair of glasses on her that have like this telescope thing attached to the top of the lens.
Right.
And she has one eye's completely fucked. She can't see anything.
Right.
When she looks at the chart with the letters on it,
Can't see shit.
can't see any of the letters.
Right.
Her left eye, she can see the top letter
Right.
normally. Right. That's it. Just one.
Right.
The big one at the top.
Right.
A or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
She put this on.
Yeah.
And when the optometrist told her how to look through it, because you got to kind of do it a certain way,
Yeah.
she could read 3 lines.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very cool. And basically, so they've ordered her a set of these things, and they tailor it to fit her eye perfectly, and she's going to be able to see again.
That's great.
For 24 years, she's had fucked eyes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And she hasn't driven for the last 15 years or something.
Yeah.
If she is able to regain 140-degree vision,
She can drive.
she'll be able to drive again.
Wow.
She'll be able to see her kids perform in
that's
sport and all these
That's
things
really
that
nice.
they do, which she never been able to see.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for her.
I know. How amazing is
really
that?
That's
There is a
great.
there is a downside to this good news.
She has to donate a lung to
No,
get it.
no, this technology has been around since the fucking 80s.
What? And it hasn't been released yet.
No, it's been around.
No one told her.
No one's ever told her.
Oh.
She's been told her whole life that her thing is incurable and nothing can be done.
Well, it might be incurable, but that's
She has been to see a specialist, an eye specialist, for the last 20 years.
in New Zealand.
This guy who apparently is an expert on this problem that she has, right? He's the leading dude.
In New Zealand.
And he's never mentioned this.
Well,
How fucked is
that's
that?
terrible. That's
She's going to
terrible.
see him next month. She's going to tear strips off him.
Absolutely. What a
What the
scumbag.
fuck? Like, no matter what the cost was, my parents would have fucking paid it.
Maybe she should have. Oh, look. I'm just happy.
Anyway,
she's
it's
she's
good
getting it
news.
done.
Yeah. It's good news that she's going to have this thing. So basically, it's like a normal pair of glasses, but then across the top is like a cyborg attachment, right? Which is this sort of narrow rectangular strip, and sticking out of one of those is like this little mini telescope thing that she has to learn how to look through it,
Right.
and then so that's really
great.
exciting
Yeah.
news for her. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very happy for her. That's awesome news. Maybe she needs to go to a doctor else outside of New Zealand. You sure
Yeah,
it wasn't
well-
a sheep vet or something?
There's actually only one doctor in New
Yeah.
Zealand, right?
He
He
looks
covers
after-
everything.
Yeah. Ophthalmology isn't his strong point.
He's the expert, but he's basically got
Yeah, he's
28 things to cover.
exactly. Yeah. Oh, look, that's great. Good on you, Jacinda.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you want to go? You got something?
Yeah, that's something. What do you want to say?
Well, I was just going to say. So I was thinking. This occurred to me the other day when I was looking at some of the bodybuilder guys at the gym, and now that I've got some distance between me and bodybuilding, or between the sort of some of the behaviours and the steroid use, I'd forgotten that I'd intentionally changed my behaviour and my movements to make myself more menacing when I first put size on. So I watched Terminator, right? As we all did. And you know how Arnie, and so I speak quite fast and often when I get excited, I sort of talk over myself and don't finish sentences. So I focused on, when I watched Terminator and saw how he moved like this, like he would do this sort of stuff and talk really slowly and very assertively.
Yes.
I started behaving like that, and I fashioned my persona around that.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I was juiced up and took myself so seriously. So if I was sitting in my car, remember I had my Jeep, right? Jeep with.
So if someone put it next to you,
I would do this. I was like big, fucking 110 kilos, and I'd go with my sunglasses on, really jacked.
yeah.
You got to realize, like, I was a skinny kid. I'd been called like a faggot and stuff at school. I was skinny, playing in bands, like 60 kilos. If someone, I remember, I'd go to bars. If someone bumped it, nothing's changed. I don't even say that. Straight back where I started. Fucking hell. But now I don't care. That's the difference. I don't give a fuck now.
Yeah.
Someone bumped me at a bar with a drink. I go, sorry, and because they'd want to fucking.
But when you were big, you did a slow turn.
I'd like someone bumping. I'd be like, and they, sorry, bro, sorry. So it was like really attractive. Yeah, fuck, I loved it at the time. It was like, now it's my turn, bitches. And I just remember that then because I would, and it was based on and I see that in behavior in guys, especially if they're a little bit older. And they've been like the gays, a lot of they behave like that because they've been picked on at school. They might be insecure.
And now they've got a bit of size.
They're juiced up, and they're walking through the gym, but they often mince through the gym, and they're big. And there's this attitude. I just thought it was funny because I'd forgotten. Like I slowed down. I intentionally slowed down all my behavior. So everything was like deliberate and assertive. You didn't do that?
Out of all the people that you interacted with back in the day, what percentage of them do you think thought, "Oh fuck, that guy's a fucking tough guy"? Look out.
A lot of them did.
No, how many thought that?
Yeah.
And what percentage was that? And what percentage thought, "What an absolute fuck"?
Probably 50-50. Don't you think?
Nah, I don't think that many would have thought you were a fuckwit.
Yeah,
I think a lot of them would have been, oh shit.
Yeah, like I remember even people like Todd Williams, right? So he's a fighter, he's long history of like karate and wrestling and stuff like that. He can really take care of himself. But when he met me, he was still like
wary.
Yeah, I guess that's fighters do that anyway. They assess people. But I had not like I was still not a fighter. But it's interesting how. People with muscle are assumed to be tough guys.
That's right. Back in 2000, when the Olympics were on, I went to one of the nights, the semi-finals night of boxing, the Olympics.
Oh, wow, okay. That'd be cool.
And around then, I was competing all the time then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was
in shape.
I was in shape.
Yeah.
Right. I probably wore something fairly tight.
No doubt.
And had arms like,
Yeah.
And when I walked into that, like to my seat at the boxing, heaps of dudes were like, They'd give me like that.
Yeah.
They probably thought I was a boxer.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was looking pretty jacked and looking pretty lean and
Yeah.
And I got all this like bro respect.
Yeah, respect and kudos.
And also, you would have got that too. Walking down the street, you'd get that too from dudes who were in shape. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Like guys who they knew their shit. They were on a similar path. They'd put work in. They respected the work that you'd obviously done, and you'd get that. That's all you'd get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were hitting on me.
I just thought it was like...
no, you're right.
I had a mate, right, and we said, well, they've obviously read their manual, but basically as a built-in thing of how to be a man, right? You educate yourself, you train your body, you do things a certain way. You've read your manual. Yeah. Right?
Well, sorry, you go.
And that's what we'd say, well, that boy's read his manual. He knows. Well, he knows.
The thing. So Lonnie and Mick, Michael Shanti, we have this joke because we call all that sort of behaviour and like when you go deep in bodybuilding, deep into your obsession, we call it bodybuilding. Because my old training partner was called Tony Bartholomew or Bart.
Oh right.
And he was the most obsessive, take no prisoners, balls to the wall. Massive amounts of drugs, bodybuilder. Everything was extreme. Diet was extreme. Got in extreme condition. Like this is the guy that shat himself while squatting and refused to finish his leg workout. Refused to go to the toilet before he finished his leg workout with shit running down the back of his pants. That's bodybuilding.
Right.
So when Lonnie or I or Mick see something that's ridiculously bodybuilding, we say that's bodybuilding.
That's good.
Yeah, Bodybuilding. Great book. Did you read that book, Sam Fussell?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the manual. That's the manual for bodybuilding. It's interesting because you watch these juiced up lebos from Rockdale that they're training at our gym now. It's amazing. The walk is amazing.
Do you actually know that from Rockdale?
Straight out of Rockdale. Yeah, they are because their anytime doesn't stay open unstaffed. Because they're not allowed to, you know that, right?
Ah. So then anytime it's not 24 hours anymore?
Well, they can't be unless they're staffed.
I don't know.
Because of COVID. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So any gym that wants
my ex-wife manages in any
You should ask her.
I will ask her, yeah.
That's my understanding anyway, which has been a boon for City Gym, of course, because they're staffed all night.
Oh, is it?
24 hours, Monday to Friday. Yeah. Dale, the SAS guy, runs the place overnight.
Upcoming guest on our
maybe, hopefully, just waiting to fuck people up.
Is he really?
No, but he just tells them.
But he would if he had to.
He would. William Jovis.
Let me just turn the cameras off.
Yeah, he went after William for taking his shirt off and posing.
Did he?
Well, William was walking around like
and this. What did William do?
He took his shirt off and posing like he always does, and then he walked up and was walking around through the gym trying to get attention with his shirt off. And Dale says, "Put your fucking shirt on, mate. You're embarrassing yourself."
And what did William do?
Oh, they had an argument.
Right, okay.
But what was I telling you about this? Oh, yeah, so it's just watching the walk. I find it so hilarious now. I was guilty of it, but then as we've seen high-level pro bodybuilders like Mr. Olympias, Mr. Americas, amazing bodies, and they all walk, for the most part, they all walk like normal people.
Yeah.
None of them are walking with like flared out lats, and like they've got
the funniest is when you see that, and there's no air. There's not even
severe ILS.
Yeah.
Severe
imaginary lap syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a funny old world.
Okay, let's lighten this mood a little bit. I was listening to a Rogan podcast with another comedian, Ron Funches.
Oh, yeah.
And Rogan asked him what his method was for writing comedy, writing his stand-up stuff, right? And I thought it was a really interesting way he did it. He divides a page up into love, hate, and fear.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, yeah.
He writes down things that he loves, writes down things that he hates, and write down his fears, and then he allows the creative juices to flow, and he tries to extrapolate on those ideas that he's written down to create jokes from them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that's quite a good sort of structural basis on which to base it.
Yeah, and I guess you're also adhering to that rule of writing, which is to write about what you know.
Yes. So he writes down, obviously he loves his wife, and then he might think of something that happened, and then he'll be able to come up with a joke. Yeah. And I think I'm going to give that a go.
Yeah, do it.
Love, hate, fear.
Love, hate, fear. Good name for a band.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
I've been watching a lot of Sebastian Maniscalco. I think he's great.
Yeah, have you been looking at his comedy as well? Just looking at him, pictures of him, striking you off.
He has got he's got a good tan.
He's Italian, that's why.
Yeah, I guess so. He's got a podcast though. It doesn't really work. Him and his mate. Have you seen this of it?
That podcast isn't really very funny.
No, it's not. I think if you try too hard for the jokes during a podcast, we might be guilty of that a bit. If you try too hard for the jokes,
maybe we're just one-eyed. We think our podcast is funny. Other people might think our podcast is shit.
Well, some people think it's good.
Yeah,
some people listen regularly. Our spouses don't think much of it.
Speaking of that, I get fucking grief even coming to do the podcast.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, when we're millionaires and we've got more subscribers than Rogan.
Well, when we're earning a couple of 100,000 from this podcast,
we'll do that now, aren't we?
When I'm not getting my share.
No, sorry, I forgot to mention.
You're taking all the funds.
Yeah, then Jade will have a different tune to sing.
Yeah, I've sort of said that. I've said people in America make livings off doing podcasts.
Yeah. She's not buying it?
Oh, she doesn't care.
Yeah, Gab's pretty much the same. Does Jade at least tell people about it?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, she's embarrassed?
Oh, she might have. She told her family. I know her mum and her dad, her sister have watched a few.
Gabrielle doesn't tell anyone. I don't think even my brother-in-law knows.
Yeah, right.
He actually might like it. No, maybe not.
Her brother.
Yeah, Franco.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's about it for me too.
You need to subscribe. You need to like us, subscribe. You don't even have to like us. Just like us with the button. You could also follow us on Instagram on the Push Podcast, Push_podcast.
Yes, that's correct. And you can write comments, ask us questions.
We'll answer anything.
We will.
Well, I'm very excited actually because we may have a guest that is going to be coming incognito. You don't know about this. He might be coming incognito to discuss, because we posted a video with regard to the ring tattoos.
Oh, really?
Right? And he actually does that for a job. Not the tattooing, the fisting. And he's going to come. He's willing to talk about it.
But he has to have his face blacked out?
Yes.
We're going to put a balaclava.
Well, he's just wear a mask or something. Yeah.
Right.
And because
we're going to change his voice so it's like.
Oh, he can just speak with a different voice, I guess. Because Dr. Tavakoli, the plastic surgeon I trains,
Yes.
said that it's not possible to do what this guy says he does.
Oh, really?
So we're going to have a discussion about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be
So
fun.
this will be a follow-up to the previous episode.
Yeah, we should get him and Rania on at the same time.
Probably not necessary.
Things
Bit
might
of overkill.
Things might get
Hairy.
steamy or hairy, both.
Hairy, steamy.
On that note, I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kev Big Daddy Ord.
Peace out.